All right, now we are on to the next day, frequency tables and histograms. The assignment is a packet called Using and Interpreting Graphs. So first we're using our game of greed data. It was on the board, but this is coming from that information. I split the data up into categories. We had anywhere from 0 to 90 something, so I just decided to keep it a reasonable amount to do every 20. So it is 0 to 19, 20 to 39. Definitely don't want to have overlap, so don't do 0 to 20 and 20 to 39. So this was how many scores fell between 0 and 19. That's how many scores fell between 20 and 39. 7 scores fell between there, etc. There was 20 total scores. We used total amount of numbers as n. It's just always the amount of things, is n stands for number of things. So once we were done with the frequency chart, I added these other ones on. So a relative frequency table is where you take the frequency over the total. So it's 2 over the 20, which is the total. And I got 0.1. That's about 10%, because that's just 10% written in decimal form. 1 out of 20 is 0.05. That's 5% written in decimal form. Again, we're using that 20 as the total amount. And I just kept going for the rest. Cumulative comes from, well, your cumulative GPA is everything up until now, so that's how this works as well. So cumulative frequency table, well, if you're in the first category, we've only had 2 up till now. So that's where that is. We had 2, came from 2. The second one, it says 3. We just had 1 here. What happened? Well, 2 plus 1 is 3. It's everything up until now. So up until now, we had that 2 and that 1. Same goes for this 10. Again, it doesn't look like I have 10, but really I have 2 plus 1 is 3, plus 7 is 10. And then you keep going, that adds 7 more, that adds 3 more, and now we're to our total, n. A relative frequency table that's cumulative is going to run just the same as a frequency table. You just add up the percents up until then, or add up the decimals till then. So it starts off 0.1, but the next one, 0.15, that's because the 0.1 and the 0.05 got added together. Then the 0.35 gets added to that, and then the 0.35 gets added to that, and we end up with 1. To do a histogram, you must have a frequency table. The bars always touch. The left side is included, and the right side is not included. So our category went 0 to 19, and then 20 is included on the next bar up to 39, and then 40 is included in the third bar, etc. Upsides, this is good for continuous or discrete data, and it works for all quantitative data, and it's really good for large numbers of data. Like, you don't have to see all your individual points. Whereas the downsides is you can't see the individual points, so if you were to look for a specific thing like a median, you would not be able to find it. And then a cumulative, this is just us drawing another histogram, but I drew it for this one up here, and you could just see how it works. Since the most amount I had was 1, I did that as the max and just drew it. We talked about shapes of histograms. Skewed right, looks like a right foot, big toe, little toe. Skewed left, same thing, tail's pointing to the left. Mound shaped, this is also the same on both sides, so it's symmetrical. Uniform is all the same, which is what uniforms make people do. Bimodal, 2 categories, like bicycle is 2 wheels. This would also be symmetric, but not all of them are. If one side is way bigger than the other side, then it would not be symmetric. Moving on to describing. Actually, I'll do this one on the next video. This is long enough.